Good morning, everyone. Let's call this meeting to order at 10:05. Our secretary is having a hard time getting on board this morning. So, Ms. Karen, I'm going to ask you to conduct a roll call to ascertain our quorum.
Happy to. Chair Molina,
Here.
Vice Chair Heather Anderson,
Here.
Member Brown.
Here.
And
Bill, Heather, thank you so much for being here. Oh, go ahead.
may I note for the record that Miss McKinney, Secretary McKinney is joining us. She had some trouble with the Zoom account, but she is here now. So I'm going to
Oh,
add her
outstanding.
as, let me make sure we can hear her. Secretary McKinney, are you here?
I am here. I apologize for the.
Yeah,
No worries. No worries.
no
And
worries. No
we also
worries.
have Jake Colander, Patty Matthews, Jake Colander, Head Administrator, Patty Matthews, Legal Counsel, and myself, Karen Warner, Board Liaison. We have a quorum. Chairman Molina?
All right. Thank you very much. Let us recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Mm. Whoop.
We'll get a flag up here in just a second.
Yes, it will. Here we go. I think.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And I don't see anybody in our attendees. We'll open it for public comment because it's on our agenda, but I don't think we have anybody public here to comment. So with
We
that,
do not.
we will move to the approval of the current agenda. I move to approve the current agenda for March 24th, 2026, this special meeting. A second, please.
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Really no discussion needed. Miss Dottie, would you please conduct a roll call vote to approve our current agenda for the March 2024 special meeting?
Yes, sir. Chair Patrick Molina,
Aye.
Vice Chair Heather Anderson,
Aye.
Member Bill,
Aye.
and Secretary Dottie McKinney. Aye.
Very good. I move to approve the meeting minutes from our regular meeting on March 10th, 2026. A second, please.
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Heather. And any discussion, folks, any corrections? I didn't see any. It was a pretty lengthy minutes taking. So if there are any corrections, please let us know. All right. Well, then, Ms. Dottie, would you please conduct a roll call vote to approve our meeting minutes from our regular March 10th, 2026 meeting?
Yes, sir. Chair Patrick Molina,
Aye.
Vice Chair Heather Anderson,
Aye.
Member Bill,
Aye.
and Secretary Dottie McKinney. Aye.
All right. Minutes are approved. And now we get to the meat of why we're here today. We're going to discuss and vote to terminate our current lease purchase agreement so that we can move forward with refinancing our two campuses. And we have Miss Patty Matthews here to bring us up to speed. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And I apologize for having to pull you all back into another meeting, but this should be it before we go to sale on these bonds. But I'm going to bring you, I'm going to share my screen to show you the resolution I'm going to ask you to vote on after, which is the vote on the termination. It's not something that's not on the agenda. Just very quickly, what the resolution says is that you have two lease purchase arrangements, one for Masthead, one for Galton. It was amended for once, so its final date is March the 31st, 2022. If, and this is the vote is if the bond closing occurs, then you will terminate. But if it doesn't close, you're not terminating. So that's the language that's in the resolution. There isn't a date for the termination. It's left open that it will be no earlier than the date of closing. So we may have to go back and kind of tidy up documentation for your audit and the documents, but I couldn't figure out any other way to do it but to put it contingent on closing, and the date of the termination will be no sooner than the date of closing. So, but this is a resolution that approves terminating for the purpose of refinancing. So we're, it's going to terminate these things once those bonds close. And as we already talked about, there'll be a window of time that we just have to hang in limbo until PED approves a new LPA. But all of the bond documents reference this happening and that there will be a new LPA and that is agreed to by all of the entities that are involved in the transaction. But that's essentially the last part of the resolution says what we're going to do. These two leases will be terminated on the condition that the company closes. The termination date will be no sooner than, I've already said, and then after closing, we'll pursue the lease purchase arrangement. Now, there'll be a gap, and I've said it in the whereas clauses of a lease, which Patrick will sign before it'll be signed as of the date of closing, and then that'll cover the gap. But everybody's on the same page that those documents will be. So does anybody have any questions? I don't want to hold you up any longer. That's really all we need here is to document, because that's what PED asked us to do, is to make sure we're documenting that we're refinancing and that that they will terminate for the refinancing. So this is to document for PED. But we need to have it anyway to keep the record clean. Does anybody have any questions?
I do not. Team?
And I would just, as part of the motion, I would recommend, Mr. Chair, that you just vote to approve the resolution. So the language is just approved.
All right, let me give that a shot. I move to approve the resolution to terminate our current lease purchase agreement upon the closure of the bonds. Is that good?
And as set forth in the resolution.
As set forth in the resolution. A second, please.
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Dottie. Any further discussion, ladies and gentlemen? Very good. Ms. Dottie, would you please conduct a roll call vote to approve the resolution to terminate our current lease purchase agreements upon closure of the bonds as stated in the resolution?
Yes, sir. Chair Patrick Molina.
Aye.
Vice Chair Heather Anderson.
Aye.
Member Bill
Aye.
and Secretary Dottie McKinney. Aye.
All right, our motion has passed. Very good. We just need to fill out the bottom of that resolution with the required information I'm seeing on the screen, and off we go. Very good, very good. And the secretary gets to sign that one.
Given the
All right.
approval, given the approval today, I can take care of adding that with Dottie's approval to sign, assuming the board's approved. So I will go ahead and send that back to Ms. Matthews.
Awesome, fantastic. All right, everybody. Well, according to our agenda, we are finished. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy week to take care of this. Our next meeting is Tuesday evening, April 14th at 5:30 via this format. And let's adjourn this meeting at 10:14.